So my testimony is about how God just kind of transformed my mind when it comes to my finances. I've always struggled with trying to give my 10%. Some months I was, I'd be able to do it. I would be able to budget and do it. Some months it just wouldn't happen. Most months it wouldn't happen. And it was always me kind of looking at my budget and trying to fit in my 10% tithing. And then I realized that, I can't do this on my own. It's just not working. All the ways I configure numbers and try, this 10% is just not working. So there was a point where I just said, all right, I'm okay with that. I will work up to my 10%. And then God said, you got your priorities all wrong. You trying to pay them, and them before you even pay the one who provided for you. And so God just kind of transformed my mind and let me see, oh, when we say first 10%, it's not just, my 10% before taxes, it's first. I pay him first. And so when I rearranged the way I kind of thought about my budget, instead of trying to fit in that 10%, God showed me a way to just, pay me first. So my first, line is my 10% tithing. And I always felt like I just can't do it. I'm already stretched super thin. I just can't do it. And God said, just test me in this and see that I won't open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much that, there just won't be room enough. And that's truly what God has done. I am consistently now, and I won't say for a long time, but I'm consistently now. It's been since the beginning of this year, actually December, I'll say, that I am paying God first, my 10%, my first 10%. And then after that, saving and using the rest of what's left to work with my bills. And now my bills haven't really gotten any smaller. There are squeezes that we have to do here and there, but God has opened up the door to just other opportunities, other things that I never would have thought of. My thought was always, oh, my budget's so stretched thin that I can't do it. But God provided this for me. So why not do what he asked? A simple thing he asked was to give back a portion which he has given to me. And so when I do that first, my budget just seems to work out. I don't understand it. I don't understand why, because I'm working on less, right? But that's what God does. He makes things that we just can't see possible, right? All things are possible through God. And so now that my priorities are straightened, God just kind of has blessed me in so many different ways that I wouldn't even think about. I'm consistently asking, for help with the health of my family, right? Or just getting a little bit more fit. And God, again, showed me a way to just cook a little bit healthier and choose healthier meals so that as I'm eating, I'm more willing to exercise. And praise God, I lost 45 pounds, right? And my children as well, just cooking a little bit healthier for them. And praise God, they're outside for hours now playing with the neighborhood kids running around when I would take them for a 30-minute walk and they would complain. But God just kind of opens up doors that I don't see possible. I didn't even think these things were possible. And God has just, because I'm choosing to listen to him a little bit more, should be a lot more, but choosing to listen to him more and follow his steps and his plans of what to do instead of me trying to come at it in my human eyes and human mind and say, here's where I think it's going to work. Just following God's plan and letting his will be done. So I praise God for just the ability, the little bit of mustard seed of faith that he, has used to allow me to just kind of see his way and follow his path so that as I'm trying to do my way, I realize, wait, stop. Let me ask God because his way is going to work anyways. Why start at the end with God? Might as well start in the beginning and say, God, how do you want me to proceed? So I praise God for his insight into my finances and then his just blessings that have come out of that, numerous blessings that have just come out of that.